Hi, Jay Andrews here with Laguna Tools, and today we're going to set up and show you one of our newest bandsaws. This is our metal cutting horizontal bandsaw. This is a benchtop portable machine. When your saw arrives and is delivered to you, just take a quick look at the box. If there's any damage to the box, make a note of it on the shipping carrier's receipt when you sign off for it. That gives us some paperwork to go back on if we need to. Once you open the box, if you see any damage to the machine or to the components, then give us a call within 24 to 48 hours so that we can file an insurance claim. With the box open, make sure to lift any small parts out of the top. We've got this rod, and then I'll lift out the styrofoam. Make sure that there's no other pieces up here. Set that to the side. Now you can reach in the box and pull out any loose parts and set those to the side before you lift the machine itself out. A little easier to lift the saw out of the box when it's on the ground, so you don't have to lift it up so high. Take the box, set it on the ground, and then grab the saw by the frame and lift it straight up. I'll set it up on the bench, and then finally go back into the box, make sure that you've got all the loose parts out of the box. Let's go ahead and cut some of the tags off and some of the packing straps. This one has a note on it saying that the blade has been detensioned for shipping. Before you start up the saw, make sure to tension the blade, and that's what this note tells us. Next up, I can cut the little strap here on the cord. This is a 110 volt machine, so you can plug it in just about anywhere, and it's light enough to be portable. Next up, cut the strap that holds the bandsaw wheels in place. And finally, there's some other packing materials here that you can get out of the way. The first step is to go ahead and put the rubber feet on it. Now there's some holes here that you can bolt it down to a bench, and even if you bolt it to a bench, it's nice to have these little rubber feet on there. They're vibration isolating, and it keeps it from walking across the bench if you don't have it bolted down. Installing these is just a real quick matter. Just tip the bandsaw up, line these up with the holes in the cast base, and once you've got them positioned, just simply tap them into place. They do have a hole in them so that you can still put a bolt down through the center of the casting and the rubber foot. And then repeat the process on the back legs. The B5 bandsaw is operated by a trigger up here on the handle, and the handle is in the storage position for shipping right now. What I'm going to do is tilt the head up. There's a lock pin right here. That's just a push to lock, pull to open, and it releases the head so that it can come to the upright position. Now I can swivel the handle up to the position that I'll use it in, and you can adjust it if you need to. Then grab an Allen wrench and then tighten down this set screw that's pre-installed with the handle. Once that's tightened down, you can confirm that the handle doesn't move, and then it works great for pulling it down. So that's excellent, ready to go. One of the great things about this machine is it has a mitering base, and so not only can you cut 90 degrees, but you can go through, loosen the lock handle, and rotate the head and lock it in any position you want. There's a great scale right here, and not only does it go to 45, it keeps going all the way to 60 degrees, so you can make some really sharp angled cuts. There's a positive stop here at 0 and then also at 60, and those are adjustable stops. So as I bring this in, this will be my 0 point for a 90-degree cut, and lock that in position. I'll check here on the scale and verify that it's at the 0 position here for a 90-degree cut. And if it's off at all, simply loosen this small Allen bolt right here, rotate the eccentric, and that'll allow the head to move slightly. There's a small pointer right here. It's painted yellow just like the guard is. I like to take a Sharpie and highlight that just so it makes it easier to see in the field. But that's how you'll set the 0 point here, and the 60-degree point is using the eccentric. Down here at the mitering base, you'll notice that there's a stop on the bottom, and it's a small screw with a set nut on it here. And that allows you to come down, make your cut, and it'll bottom out and be a bottom stop. If you want to adjust that up or down at all, it's simply a matter of loosening this bolt and nut, adjusting it to the correct location, and then tightening the nut down. The B5 is ready for production work. And if you're doing repeated cuts, you'll want to install the flip stop. Simply find the rod and thread it right into the cast body of the machine. You'll find that threaded hole just on the side of the vise. Tighten that down by hand, and then take a 3/4 inch wrench and tighten that lock nut. Once that's in place, grab the flip stop itself, and in the hardware bag you'll find a bolt and handle that goes right through. Just simply insert the bolt into the hex head hole, and then install the lock handle. This is made out of a durable plastic, and it might be tight to fit on for the first time, so you may have to press a little bit to get it in place the first time, but as you use it, that'll loosen up a little bit. And then once you have it in the correct spot, you can lock that handle down. And then when you're not using it, you can simply flip it out of the way when you're not using it, or fold it back into position as you're going through and stopping your stock against it and making repeated cuts. The B5 bandsaw is shipped with the blade just lightly tensioned so that it stays on the wheels, but you'll want to tension that up. And here's the tension knob. It's right on the head of the machine, right at the forward section here. And by rotating that clockwise, it'll tighten the blade. And you want to get to where you have about a 1/4 inch deflection with moderate pressure. And moderate pressure is when your thumbnail changes colors as you're pressing on it. That's about a 1/4 inch, so that's all set. You can also go through and adjust the guides. The guides themselves are bearing guides. There's a set here at the bottom and a set at the top. And if you're doing smaller stock and you need a little bit more support, loosen the handle here, slide the guides down closer to your workpiece, and then lock them in position, and you've got better quality for your cuts. All of the controls you need are right up at the front of the saw here. You'll find that the tension is up in front, your handle's up in front, and the vise controls are up in front here. Simply open up the vise to the size of the workpiece that you need, and this will open up and handle stock up to 5 inches in diameter for round tubing or for square tubing. And then you can clamp it down with the vise as well here. I've got some material here. I'll get chucked up here in the vise. I'm going to cut that one along the flat length, and I'm going to use the production stop here. Put that in there, tighten it down. I'm ready to cut, but before I cut, I want to make sure that I'm using all the safety gear that we need here. Let's go ahead and get some safety glasses on and read through the manual so that you're familiar with the operations. Before you cut any steel, make sure that you refer to the chart that's right here on the side of the motor here. That'll give you the dimensions of the stock that you can cut, the recommended blades for certain types of cuts, and also the speed for those cuts. It is a variable speed saw, so it allows you to cut a wide range of material from aluminum to steel. Let's go ahead and get this blade set up here. This is a 1/2 inch blade, and the one that comes stock on this saw here is the 8 to 12 variable pitch tooth. I've got the saw powered up, and once I switch it on in the back, the saw won't come on until I pull the trigger. Well, you can see what a great quality of cut that is, and nice and square. If you have any questions on the B5, you can look us up at the web at lagunatools.com or at dakecorp.com. Select bandsaws and horizontal bandsaws, and you'll find the B5 as well as other equipment there as well. If you're looking to purchase a B5, go to our dealer locator, and you can purchase this at any of our authorized dealers around the world. Thanks for choosing Laguna Tools and Dake.